Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Shalin Magi, and welcome to my No Man's Sky video. So this is, I was, I don't know, this past week I was watching some videos here and there, No Man's Sky videos, and I have seen this video in the past, and it's on YouTube. I'm not going to link it, but the name of it is "This is what 9 years of base building." Let me see. This is what 9 years of base building looks like in No Man's Sky, future megacity, dreadnoughts, and more. And it's from the creator Kaz Gaming, I think it is. Anyway, really, really inspiring stuff. The level of creativity with pretty much every base that he shows in that video is out of this world creative. And I'm a pretty creative person myself. I'm a musician, but I mean, I can't even begin to even think or consider coming close to some of the base builds that I've seen in this video. But I did get some ideas and inspiration from it. Something I always wanted to do was have a way to, and I never really messed with it much because I never thought about it, but I wanted to have a way to make handrails or I don't like cables you would see sort of holding a bridge up, right? And in the video, the dude's got a whole city that's like suspended and it's hanging on basically pipe, right? This right here, your supply pipe, and it looks great. It looks great for railings, and I kind of want to incorporate that. Now, this is a base that I just built, and I highlighted it a little bit in one of my videos like a few days ago or a week ago. But I tore the whole thing down again because I kind of want to just go with a stream of consciousness with this and give this a shot. This space is replacing a base I had a little while ago, and I'm getting 4 resources from here. I'm getting paraffinium, nitrogen, cobalt, and electromagnetic hotspot, if you consider that a resource. So I'm getting 4 hotspots basically. And the planet is pretty delightful, right? It's pretty nice to look at. There is no storms, nothing like that. There is a lot of sentinels that kind of get in your business when you're doing your thing, but you know, whatever. It's not that bad. But it's got the great resources that I need, and I think it looks great. So anyway, I had the base pretty much finished aside from decorations, but like I said, I tore it down. And this is what I've got right now. And I want it to be really, really high in the sky. And what I did was, after I tore everything down, I pretty much found my hot spots, right? So like my furthest hot spot from the middle, you've got 660, which is my paraffinium hotspot. And then I've got, not that one. Where is it? I'm probably losing it in all this confusion. Oh, right here. My cobalt hotspot, which is 664, right? So this is pretty much the center point. And all I did to sort of find the center was, once I had my flag down, I stuck a floor panel right in the middle. And then from the middle floor panel, counting the middle each time, I went 7 panels this way, 7 this way, 7 that way, 7 that way. And then I just removed a couple of them, and I put these. I love building with these things, anything on this page, really. The foundation, the cylindrical room. I really like the cuboid frames. I like all this stuff. I like these. I don't know what they're called. They're the cylinders. These right here. But to me, they look like real big, thick cylinders of concrete wrapped in like metal. So in my mind, they're very structural, and at least that's the appearance they give off to me. And I just wanted to have a way to make what looks like a pretty reinforced tower. It's so high up in the air that I pretty much had to I had to set up a damn it, had set up a teleport, a short range teleporter, and I might just build from this area right here. But the idea that I want to do is is I want to take pipe. So I've got four sides. I guess two sides would be landing pads, and then a building or a couple buildings stacked together on one side would be just like living space or whatever. But what I wanted to do was I kind of wanted to have the buildings out, sort of out this way. And I don't know, I might need to actually make it higher, but what I wanted to do was take the pipe. I would have the pipe running from, like, say, here, right, out, down on an angle, right, holding up, like, the landing pad or the building. Obviously, I would have all the stuff built, and then you would just use this, you would connect it with this. Right, so if that was like your building, it kind of looks like it would be holding your building up. And then maybe, and if the buildings were like in the middle, then I would have one coming from the bottom area, right? I don't know, I'm thinking something like that, but it's occurring to me that I think this actually needs to be taller. So yeah, I will. I'll catch back up with you here when I update this, and I'll I guess tell you what I was thinking. All right, everyone, I'm back. So I've got my two landing pads right now, and now, of course, with these landing pads, I like to. I'm not sure if I want to use. I kind of want to use metal just because, you know, the thought in my head is like such a big, crazy, heavy structure. But just for demonstration, I cover the pad up with floor panels. But anyway, so here's the idea I was talking about with the pipes. So I've got a pipe or whatever going up to there, and then a pipe coming here. And it's sort of, the idea is it's like helping support it along with the floor or whatever. Now, I also thought of doing the same thing with the pipe, just to add a little bit more plausibility. And to get the pipe to work, you got to go into freeform or whatever. So you place the pipe wherever you want it. So I go into freeform, right? You place the pipe, and then yeah, probably down here. And if I can find a spot, like that's not too bad. And so the idea is you've got like, right, they're not necessarily cables. They could be like really super strong titanium solid rods or whatever for the extra support. I don't know. We're in video game logic here, but that's kind of like the idea I had. Or maybe instead of running it down from there, maybe I'd run it to this one. I'm not sure yet. I'm just kind of improvising and riffing sort of as I go along. But yeah, to me, it seems like a pretty neat thing. And of course, when it's all said and done, it may look tacky, but that would kind of be hidden because the finished product is going to be something along the lines of that, right? So it just kind of looks like it's going into the side or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of the idea. I mean, I want to have a much bigger. Whoa, dude's like landing on me. I want to have a much bigger living space though. So what I might do, trade freighter or frigate. What I might do is take this top piece off and build my own sort of hexagonal or octagonal living space. I'll probably have a couple short range teleporters. I'm thinking on this level I may set up my depots for the resources I'm collecting. So when I travel in here, I can hit the teleporter, go down, collect my resources. I don't know, and then maybe I don't know, maybe underneath this I build a platform like I normally do at my bases and put my terminus. I still have to figure out the stylistic part of it, but I think this is sort of the idea I'm going with right now. All right, so that's kind of where I'm at so far. Nothing's really set in stone, but I'm just kind of improvising as I go, so I'll catch up with you shortly. All right, everyone, I'm back and making a little bit of progress on this so far. I'll show you around it a little bit. I'm going to go into camera mode. So I'm thinking of changing the top, but this will work right now. But so far, this is the finished product with the landing pads, right? So you got the pipe pretty much going through the floor, and that's on both sides going up to there. And then on the bottom, kind of doing the same thing. See if I can zoom out some, kind of get a little bit of an idea. Same thing on the other side. Inside right here, I kind of like this. So this is where my four depots are going. Oh, four depots. No, actually just three. Yeah, I'll figure, you know what? I'll probably put a short range teleporter in one of these, but these other three will house my depots. I thought these looked pretty cool for like little rooftops, and then I just kind of, you know, did the whole circle thing or round thing. That was pretty tough, like getting the flooring. Let me jump down here. So it was definitely pretty tough getting this in the very center. Took a little bit of finagling, free placement, but I think I got it. And yeah, so depots will be going in these. One of these will be for the short range teleporter. And then I don't know. I don't know what I'll put down here. Yeah, you know what? Probably put some refiners down here. And I don't know. Maybe I will do sort of what I thought about doing in the beginning. Maybe making. I kind of want to have the living. I want the living quarters up here. So I'm going to be taking this off, and I'm going to be doing something similar to this right here. except I'm going to do it on top of here. And actually, let me see if I can, let me see if I can kind of get this going real quick. Just move this. It's kind of tough. It's tough getting the center, but this is a little different than the way I did it, but I would imagine this would be feasible by using one of these and then taking, so I want to take the triangle and line it up. It's kind of tough, but in free placement, you just need some patience and something along those lines. So let's see how that works out. So when I start sticking them together, they should appear to be at least roughly in the middle. And yeah, I mean, it's not really perfect, but it's not really too bad. And then I can just do this sort of thing. Right, and then, oops. Yeah, and just fill it in with the triangles. Like that. And, you know, since I'm going to have my refiners down in here and I'm going to have my depots down in there, I don't think it's completely necessary, whoa, for it to be much of a bigger living space than that, because essentially all that it's going to be up here is like some decorative stuff, like some furniture, maybe an appearance modifier and stuff like that. So I definitely think this is big enough. And then, of course, we'll do the windows. I love the 3 pane. Well, I love the 3 pane windows. I think they're really cool. And this could be a totally a total full-fledged sort of base. So I'd probably just have to use these, which is fine. I dig these. There we go. Yeah. So then what to do about the roof? I think actually these may have worked out better. You know what? I'll be right back with you. I'm going to switch them out. All right, everyone, I switched them out. I think that works better. It's kind of like less overlap, right? But I do want sort of the skylight sort of effect. So on top, I'll just, man, that's kind of weird though. But it's kind of a cool pattern. So we'll go with it. See what the end result or the end product looks like pretty much. Now on the top, what I like to do with these is I like to use the relic stuff. That looks pretty good that way, but this way, yeah. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work. Normally I like to put this piece on first. All right. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not a symmetrical thing, right? It's got this piece jutting out, but it's kind of cool still. And then have this. Uh, maybe I'll get rid of this and just put the dome on top. Whoa. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that'll work. So from the inside, yeah, don't look bad. And then I can just get rid of these cylinders. Uh, it's a little off right here, right? But hey, who cares? So let's see. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Um, you know what I might do? Let me see. I've got. So that's the electromagnetic. Um, that's actually a save beacon. That's at a trading post on this planet. I've got a trading post marked just in case I want access. So this doesn't get a supply depot. So the only resource on this side is paraffinium. So I think what I would do, that kind of lines up with that. So right here, I think I would basically make a room, or pretty much take this out and maybe I'll make this my teleport chamber. Yeah, that's good. All right. And I can delete that. I can delete all of these because what I want to do, what I'd like to do with this. Oh, I didn't show you this, but I've got the pipes holding this middle room up, and this was pretty easy. You just these autophage walls are really nice. This is the top section, and they got these sort of pipe-looking cylinder things, and you just kind of eye it, and then just take it to there, and then the pipes. Then you put it in snap mode, and the pipe just connects there pretty cleanly, right? I mean, if you get up on it, it's like, oh, I see a gap or whatever, but not really that big of a deal. All right, so the way I had this room set up before, I had I had everyone. I was having an issue, a little bit of a challenge, but I think I rose to the occasion and did some very tedious stuff here. So for my cuboid room, I like this hollow door. I had to use the salvage power door. Same with these because this I like these round cylindrical hallways just because you can like look out and all. But the fact that they're round, you've got all this open space. So I had to take these short walls and change the axis, spin them, and try to free place them. As good as I could get it. You can see this is off a little bit where this pipe's coming down, a little bit off, but I think it's good enough. It pretty much covers all the little gaps, and the floor height was messed up, so I had to put this little thing in there, right? So that kind of works out good. That's not too bad. Right. Kind of have pretty much the structure of this thing minus decoration. So let me go ahead and go to the camera mode. Or actually, let me there we go. Teleport up. Okay. Yeah, I put the autophage rail on top just to keep it consistent pretty much. But really the last thing I was working on was this right here. And it worked out pretty good. This is similar to what I had here before. So got me a little weapons rack there. I may put another one over here just to keep it symmetrical. Yeah. And yeah, all the safes fit symmetrically, really nice. And then we got the stairs going up. Symmetrically, I got 2 terminals, tray terminals, and the rest of the storage rooms. And sort of this small little space here. Kind of thought about putting floor panels right there like that, but I don't know. I kind of think I like the more open feel of the room, so I decided to go with that. Appearance modifier, all that kind of stuff, and so basically I've got to teleport thing. I need to pretty much I need to get another short range terminal that will go from this room all the way up to this area I have built here. And yeah, I haven't done nothing with this. I've been so busy working on the cuboid room. I'm gonna fall to my death. Oh man. I'm happy just because I found sort of an interesting way to I don't know, affect the cosmetics, give it a different feel. Almost kind of impossible. It would be really cool is if you were on a planet that had a huge sort of canyon, like almost looked like a deep hole in the planet, like a bowl, and you could pretty much put like a big round base in the middle, have it floating in the air, and then use the pipes to be suspending it all around, something like that. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud right now. So all right, everyone, I think I'm going to hop off for now. I may add more to this if I come up with some ideas, so I'll see you then. Hey everyone, I'm back. So I'm kind of happy so far with the sort of the style or the look of this, the whole pipe idea. Uh, but I have a little dilemma, or uh, so I like this middle sort of industrial looking room. I like having the compartments for my depots, right? Each depot would go in one of these rooms. And I definitely like the roof of it. It just real industrial looking, and it looks like something that would be collecting some sort of, ore or chemical or something. But what I was thinking is when I start running my pipe from, these hot spots, right? I run my pipe underground, but at some point, the pipe would have to come up and it would have to feed into these rooms, and you'd have the pipe, like, I mean, there's plenty of pipe running all over the place, but I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be that big of a deal because all the pipe you see running is kind of distracting. I guess as long as I could get them really nice and straight up, so that might not be too bad. Um, but I'm pretty much exactly where I left off yesterday. Now, I wasn't able to um, fill this in with cuboid rooms. I couldn't get cubes on top of the storage containers. I guess I could if I did it in free placement, but I just decided, nah, it's not really that big of a deal. Uh, and right, you can't get flooring, so um, wow. Hold on a second. Why do I have a glass tunnel? Maybe that's why I couldn't get no. But yes, I still can't. I still can't get the cuboid room in the middle there. So maybe a solid room, right? Yeah, not even a solid room. So I can live with that. I mean, the only time you're going to see that is if you're flying or something. All right, so I guess I'm no longer facing that dilemma. It's just a matter of making sure I try to run the pipe really nice and straight, really neat up in there. Aside from like the extractors or the depots, I've just got up here, and this is all just decorative type stuff going on. I also thought about putting some biodomes to where this would almost be like I don't know, like a big looking mushroom or something. But I don't feel like I have too much room or area for biodomes unless I went up higher. So I think I'm going to hold off on the biodomes. I've got a lot of work here decorating this, but I've got more work cut out for me when it comes to yeah, building my resource things. Um, I think I might get started on that now. I'm not going to really record myself. I've got a couple videos where I build mining bases. I got a whole, I think, a 4 video tutorial on how I build mining bases. But maybe if I get them built or get some of them built, I'll come back and I'll just show you how it kind of turned out or whatever. And let's check the view out in the daytime. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right, everyone. I will be back with you. Oh, that looks kind of dumb. Wonder. Yeah. You know what? Let me go one step just a little bit further here. Oh, it's odd. It's not connecting. And then, already got the ones hooked up to the bottom. All right, I will catch back up with you all. All right, everyone. So I'm at my nitrogen hotspot, and I pretty much got this thing all wired up and piped in. I just need to close it up and maybe color the wood and stuff. For this, since I'm sort of like on a hill, I really made my holes extra deep. I mean, I always make deep holes for my connections, but this time I made them really deep. But I'm just going to close this up and color the wood and the concrete. As you see, I already got my extractors and depots colored yellow for nitrogen, so I'll catch up with you. All right, everyone, so this hotspot is buttoned up. I kind of went with, what is that? It's mahogany, and I went with more of a polished look instead of going with the weathered look, because there's really no storms or anything here. So, not that it matters, but I think it kind of looks pretty good. And then the concrete, I colored this golden royal age stone, so pretty cool. Got my yellow machines in there. So I'm just going to head back now and pretty much cover up or close these holes up and grab my flags and my wooden extenders, or small wooden walls I use as extensions. Yeah, I didn't really have to go too crazy with the extension thing here. I put them down anyway just because I'm so used to doing it. But flags for me are pretty huge because I remember in the past a lot of times I'd wind up losing track of where the connections were and stuff. So yeah, so that hotspot is buttoned up. I haven't done this in quite a while, the whole mining based thing. So it's pretty cool. I think, and normally I only put like four extractors and 4 depots at a hotspot. In that one, I put like 6, and I'm going to have one back here. So, I don't know. I seem to run out of nitrogen before any of the other gases. I notice it mostly when I'm making stasis devices, right? Like, I run out of my nitrogen, and I kind of get tired of having to, refine other gases into nitrogen. So I just figured, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Got a Sentinel up in my mug. I may have already showed this. I can't even remember, but the idea I kind of came up with to keep this piping as straight as possible is I went inside the building and I put my cuboid frame inside here in the center, and then of course I just ran them all the way down, and I noticed that the piping was inside the cuboid, so that's kind of how I kept it nice, straight, and consistent. So you will see the piping coming out of the ground, but at least it'll be nice and it'll be neat. So now I'm just gonna delete these frames and I'll move them over. Not too worried about them with the electromagnetic since there is no pipe showing. And I don't know if I'm going to get all my hotspots done on this playthrough, but I certainly do want to get started on the electromagnetic just to be able to power everything, and then I can get rid of these things. Uh, I may set a hot box or a light box somewhere up in here. So I'll catch up with y'all. All right, everyone. I'm at my electromagnetic hotspot, and this one was really cool to do because it's pretty close. Um, I literally have a connection down at the bottom there, one here, and so just basically one connection in the middle, or really I've got two. I've got a connection really close to the base, but I'm glad to get my electromagnetic because that's going to allow me to power the base rather than just powering for the depots or the extractors. I'm on the side of a mountain. I had to flatten this out just to get it working properly. Yeah, with the electromagnetic generators, it's only one story. And you know what? This is this is only a C-class hotspot, not got a lot going on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down more than I usually put down. I'm probably going to put like 6. That'll work. Yeah, so I got 6. With these, I really like using the window walls, concrete, just because that cool green glow is like really cool. And I know at the end of the day, when I restore this, the land's going to come down. But trust me, I have so many resources. I totally do not mind using them because it frees them up out of my inventory. So I'm not really worried about it. And then go on to the wood windows. I like the mid. And then for the top, obviously the vented or the top portions. Then of course I need my little jig or my little cheat pad, just so I can get my triangle hooked up. Oops. And there we go. And you know what? I forgot to color my equipment here. So let me go ahead and do that. My electric save beacons I always make green, so we'll oh, that's cool. They look really good. I've never really colored my extractors or electromagnetic things, but they actually look really good like that. And then it's kind of funny because I actually prefer the top part of the stone wall for the foundation, just because that top edge I think looks good as a foundation or a reinforcement. I don't know. Just my preference with that. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll go with that. All right, so that is good to go. It would help if I wired them up, though, you know. Yeah, I might want to do that. Actually, I might want to put a hole in the ground and set a light box in there. All right. So I've got electric back at the base, and let me see how much electric I actually have up in here. 876 kp available. Power output 144, field strength 48. Yeah, so it's a C class, so it's a pretty weak area. All right. Is that the base? No. All right, everyone. So now I can pretty much get rid of these things. Also, I can get rid of these. All right. All right. All right, so that lights up. That lights everything up, even the top floor. Um, Actually, is the appearance modifier? I can't tell. You know, maybe. Yeah, maybe I do need to take that out because I need to put this. All right, yeah. So this is kind of cumbersome. Um, I don't know. You know what? I've got so many resources I don't have room for, so I'm just gonna leave that stuff in in that salvage capsule. And yeah, it's messed up. Maybe just take that's even too much. All right, so yeah, you know what? In here, I'm just going to put I'm going to put refiners, um, refiners and a antimatter reactor. I've got my storage and my teleport and my appearance modifier, my landing pads, and then of course upstairs just will be. Well, I was thinking, oh, put the appearance modifier upstairs, but I kind of like it right here. Uh, to me, the appearance modifier has that cuboid look, like it belongs in a futuristic cuboid room. So, yeah, um, this is a base that I'll come to every now and again, and slowly do a little bit. So, um, probably see more of it in future videos. But I think this is the general the general idea of it. Let me see if I can get a zoomed out sort of look. Initially, when I in the beginning of the video, I had these pipes going from here to there, and I thought, nah, it would be better putting them on the outer edge, and then that whole type of thing. Um, yeah. All right, everyone. So that's basically my video. This video was inspired by me watching really that video I spoke of in the beginning of this episode. It really inspired me to try something a little bit visually different. This whole pipe thing, I may start using these for handrails going down instead of using sort of these angle pieces on the sides of steps. So, but yeah, I don't know. What I do know is I'll see you in another episode. And until then, peace out.